to do it again.
Yeah, I've got nothing more to add. This it's awesome. He's my little friend.
Okay, interesting.
I carry him around with me.
I switched my USB port and now my mic is showing.
I can't wait for you all to have your own little robotic friends too.
Can you hold them up, Dwight, to just give everybody a sense of, okay. Yeah.
Can the world hear me now? Is it possible?
That. So he doesn't even fit on camera, so there you go.
Looks great.
Nice torso. He does come with a head, though. Comes with a few heads.
I don't understand why we got to wait so long for that thing.
Participants.
What are they about to announce? They're bringing up Sentinel for a reason.
The master mold at the factory will be churning out well over 21,000 units of these, thanks to all your support. So thanks again, and as Jesse said, we can't wait to do it again. Speaking of Sentinels, we had a PulseCon Marvel Cosplay contest on social. Thank you for all the entrants. You can see we're pleased to announce the winners here. First up, right, if you're going to create a full-on robot suit and then adorn yourselves with Marvel Legends X-Men figures, then you're going to catch our eye. And so congratulations to the winner there for an awesome Sentinel cosplay. We've also got what looks like a Namor, a Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers, and a Man-Spider. So really great
awesome
stuff here.
Sentinel cosplay.
And thank you.
We've also got what looks like a Namor, a Ms. Marvel, Carol Danvers, and a Man-Spider. So
there we go. Okay, so I do have sound. So it was my USB port was not working, so I apologize for that.
On the spot here, Laura and Dwight. I know Hasbro has these legendary Halloween
that
parties
doppelganger
over the years,
costume
and I've seen
is
photos,
insane.
I've seen the evidence. You guys have done a pretty impressive cosplay yourself. So what's been your favorite, Laura?
My favorite, I've done a couple Marvel ones. I really liked Peggy Carter, was really fun. I did a Scarlet Witch. And actually, one year I was X-23, and Dwight, you were Logan, but I skipped
Disney
the party.
Plus, bring
so
back
2021.
Agent Carter.
I'd love to be at the party.
Let's make it happen.
Dwight, I've seen you at least as one Logan. Have you had multiple Logans, or was it just that 1 year?
In my younger days, back when I lived in Ohio, I was at the movie One Logan as this guy. I didn't look nearly as handsome as he did, but I gave it my best shot. And then most recently, I went Logan from Logan because
I love these guys. I love the Hasbro guys, but they're doing a lot of talking about stuff that we don't care about. It's a work day. It's Friday. We want to get on with it. Come on.
Which stained his hands for the whole rest of the day. Sorry about that, buddy. But that's been my favorite one so far.
Did they really bring up the Sentinel just to talk about the stretch goal?
And if our team is watching, I want to shout out Melissa for being an awesome Scarlet Witch, and Lucy for being an awesome Endgame Thor. So love our team at Hasbro there. So that's our cosplay contest. Let's move on. In addition to cosplaying great outfits, we love how the fans express their passion with action figure photography. And the past couple years since we started the hashtag Hasbro Toy Pick, we've just seen the amount of really creative and inspired work increase. It's a lot of really.
I thought that was one of my pictures
here. So keep on using this hashtag. Dan and I and the teams follow this. We're always on the lookout for cool new images to use. Maybe in a future presentation like this. Here's a look at some of the coolest recent comic-based.
That's dope. Okay, I got to follow all these people now.
Nimrod, Rogue, and Pyro. See
that Nimrod is dope.
Hellfire and Logan, as well as the retro Spider-Man. And then we've also have some great examples of movie figures from the X-Men and Deadpool there. Love that.
Rivera. What? Shout out.
And speaking of Deadpool, we had some fun earlier. I think you guys saw the Deadpool head.
Please don't announce anybody else's head.
Respond to some fan comments. And I really just wanted to, give some credit to our team at Hasbro and Marvel who worked on this incredibly creative and interactive item like never before, especially Brian and Becky back home. Thank you guys for all your help on this. And I know Jesse has had a sample in his house since this whole quarantine began. Now you've had a half a year at home with him. You can see him right there. Yeah, what's been the best part of having your own Deadpool head at all times?
Come on, guys. Seriously?
I'll be honest with you. After watching that video clip, I wish we had the Deadpool head back in the Toy Biz days. That would have been nice to give some feedback.
All right, we're 20 minutes
the
in.
Feedback that we received.
And we've not had one announcement.
This piece is incredible. We're all social distancing, so we don't get a lot of guests over. But my daughters, probably a little too young to be playing with it, so I have a lot of supervision, are absolutely blown away by this thing. They are fully engaged that this thing is talking.
Oh, snap. Dan's hat is a Black Panther hat. I thought it was a really, Transformers hat.
To have their honest, raw reaction to it. And the few people that we have had over are utterly blown away at its ability to engage with you. It's really, really cool.
So if you haven't done so already, go out and get your Deadpool head. It'll be hours of entertainment, hundreds of lines of dialogue. It's really sweet. But, that piece was a little tongue-in-cheek. We definitely do listen to the fan comments and questions. So, guys, what I did here was I went and went to our the Floosh website. Our friends there, they love to do these annual Marvel Legends Top 10 Most Wanted, right? So I went back to 2017, and every figure you see there in green has come out. So I think we are have a pretty good batting average there. Still some work to do in 2019.
Can we get a Fire Star?
Presentation is over. A couple more of those names will turn to green. We actually have a sneak peek at the 2020 Top 10 list, which we're going to share with you for the first time right now. They're all MCU. So, no, sorry, that was my personal list. I don't know how that got in there.
That better be coming. They better not mess with us like that. Come on, Quicksilver.
That is clearly my list. Dan, bail me out a little bit.
Thanks, Victor. Yeah, my microphone, for some reason, the port I had it plugged into was dead.
We take a lot of pride in making sure that we take a look at all the lists that are out there on the internet. We jump in on live streams and everything.
Are the fan vote characters always female characters?
We give fans the power to vote this year. So if you can remember New York Toy Fair, which seems like years ago now, we launched our 2020 Marvel Legends fan vote. So here's a look at our past winners. We had Angela, we had Songbird, and this year, by 57% of the popular vote, we had Silk. And now what makes Silk really special, though, is if you look back, it takes almost 18 months after we announce a winner for the figure to get into your hands. But this year, we really wanted to condense that timeline and make it special for you guys. So here, as we announced at PulseCon, you're going to be able to pre-order Silk and have her relatively sooner than Angela or Songbird. So don't forget this.
Oh, snap. 5 o'clock today. You can order. Oh, gosh, I hope it's not like yesterday.
5 o'clock, give or take. Please be aware that a lot of brands have pre-orders up, so it might not be exactly at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, but you'll be able to get Silk and play with her. I know Dwight and I, we kind of bet that Electro is going to win, but Ryan, as usual,
all right, Silk, winner, 5 o'clock today.
Silk is the winner. But did anybody else vote for Silk? I think I voted for Electro, but she came dead last. But either way,
Silk pre-orders go up at approximately 5 p.m. Eastern time today.
If you go to Hasbro Pulse right now, you'll still be able to pre-order our Comic-Con exclusive items, starting off with our Logan 2-pack. It comes with Sir Patrick Stewart and Dwight's man crush, Hugh Jackman. I know, Dwight, this year we had a lot of Hugh Jackmans. Where does this one rank in your, list this year from all the figures?
I think this might be one of my favorite figures of the year, and I think when you guys get it in hand, you'll see how well the photoreal process.
When will we get it in hand? You guys were giving out shipping notices yesterday of March.
Amount of realism and detail. These are really beaten up action figures. Both of the Logan figures have significant cuts and a bloody eye, and they're really beaten up. Also, there's some cool, fun first times in the line. This is the first time we did some really visceral, slightly gory claws. So something that we've never added anywhere else other than here. So some cool different accessories this time around. And I think this is probably my favorite of the 3 Logans, even though I didn't think it would have been when I started.
Man, I wish they didn't have to recycle that wheelchair. I mean, I get it. I know how they're doing it. I'm not bashing them for it. But it would be, they should give fans the choice. Make it $5 more expensive. Sell the wheelchair separately.
Well, with that, we got to move on, right? So the other Comic-Con exclusive this year.
Man, they're spending a lot of time treading over stuff we already know.
And personally, this is the one that I always get DM'd about all the time on Twitter. But yeah, if you go to HasbroPulse.com right now, you'll be able to pre-order this Hellfire Club set. Shout out to Jim, Jason, Ben. They put a lot of love into this packaging, so if you really pay attention, there's a lot of Easter eggs in it. But the nefarious Hellfire Club, they need guards, right? Because they're, kind of snobby. They need people
to just be
guarding them. So this year we made a promise that the Troop Builder
these things have already popped up all over Europe
was going to be all new. And our friends in UK are Marvel Legends UK fans. They were the first ones to really announce this, but we have the official look at the Hellfire Club Guard. Now, if you're a big fan of the Hellfire Club, you do know.
I'm glad I almost ordered from Europe last week. Or no, Japan.
You need at least 6 to create that iconic Uncanny X-Men cover. So go to HasbroPulse.com. This is a Hasbro Pulse
then sell a 6-pack,
as well. Start troop building this Hellfire Club card. How do you guys like this one?
I tried to make that figure back in 2005. So I'm glad 15 years later we finally got to make it happen.
Well, we've been pacing ourselves, man. We're on the slow burn.
Yeah, but it came out great. It's awesome. I can't wait to get mine.
All right, Jesse, we'll send you 6 so you can, put out your Uncanny X-Men 133 there. All right, so now we're all sufficiently warmed up. Let's jump into some brand new reveals. I believe
there we go.
The first time anyone
all right, here we go.
Ever seen them, which is a refreshing feeling for Dan
all right, Gamerverse figures. A lot of people are going to be unhappy.
The Avengers video game. We had, it's been about a month since this game came out. A lot of fans are enjoying.
So we got Cap, we got Miss Marvel, we got Iron Man.
In that. So we had one wave of Avengers
we got
earlier
Hulk,
this year that was both comic and video game.
Black
we got the
Widow,
second wave planned for later this year, and we're going to show them all off right now. So first up is the
another Cap?
Gamerverse Avengers Stealth Captain America.
Okay, I was going to trash that face sculpt, but I mean, I haven't played the game yet, so that might
what's
be
interesting about this figure is that it has a photoreal unmasked head based on the video game, right?
Okay, so photorealism based on the video game.
The first time we just gave you the hero look, so
the problem is nobody
not only
really likes the video game
deco and his stealth costume is really, really cool, but the Square team gave us some reference of their unmasked versions, and since the heroes often go back and forth, we thought it'd be cool to apply that. So these are the first non-theatrical characters to get our photoreal process that Laura and her team worked on.
I like this
to kind of bring a little bit more realism to these guys, since they're a little bit different than what we've offered in the past with comic characters or with theatrical characters. So we hope you guys like the way it turned out.
So Laura, I think you and all the model artists are most often used to doing photoreal deco for Chris Evans and Chris Hemsworth and characters and actors that we've known for years. What's it like doing photoreal, kind of very lifelike deco, but for a video game character?
So it's more similar than I thought it would be, to be honest, because it's so based on how good that photo is that you're given. And like Dwight said, we get really good reference. But it's cool. It kind of blends the world of, concept art almost, what video game art. And
I like the Gamerverse figures.
Really
I mean, I'm not a big complainer. You know from my videos, I like most of the figures, but I dig the Gamerverse figures. I'm a huge gamer. I already pre-ordered the PS4 and the Xbox One. The only reason I haven't played the game is because I want to play it on. Oh, that Iron Man looks dope. It's because I want to play it on the new Xbox. I don't want to play it on the current gen, so I'm waiting till November to play it.
Ooh.
Yeah, he also great.
All right, so this is actually the third video game Iron Man, much to Deadpool's head delight.
I actually like that head sculpt. Is that how he looks in the game?
The standard red in the first wave. Then we had the white Star Boost armor. And now
Starbucks armor. Starbucks. Serving that coffee.
So red, white, and blue are your options. Laura, which one do you prefer, being our model artist here?
I'm not just saying it because we just revealed it, but the blue. I think the atmosphere armor is the coolest.
I think so too. I'm really eager to get in. All right, so those are the two video game figures.
Yo, she's got the original Captain America shield behind her. That's dope.
And what we did a couple of weeks ago, we
character in Toy Biz 6-inch Legends line, but never in Hasbro. Oh,
it actually
this is what I'm talking about.
That they're all in this wave, so we're going to kind of take it back how we did the teaser. So I'll be first up, and the tease was this is a
Victor, thank you for sitting in on my first unplanned live stream.
Line, but it's one that Hasbro
I literally just was sitting here like, oh, I have this new software. Let me try it out.
It's going to be a very notable character, as you see here. Dwight, how is it to do a Falcon figure that actually has wings this time? Last time we did a Sam Wilson Falcon, he didn't have wings.
Oh man,
yes! You hit me in the head with a rock once or twice. And
finally,
sink in. So
finally,
some really nice wings this time. It's not quite the classic feathers. It's a little bit more modern with the translucent kind of pinkish red. But,
man, I'm excited.
We're using our what we call our Bruce body. Which
was that a Gamerverse one?
Second generation Spider-Man with the torso butterflies, which looks awesome, and the figure, the stuff is really great too. So it's really nice to get to do a classic one because this is the first time.
He looks good, man.
I've tackled a classic Falcon at all. So. Super excited, when we get to dive in and get the fans those A-level
I need this today.
Just haven't yet made it. So,
man, that head sculpt is
the next
insane.
Piece, Dwight, this was yours to read.
Character in Hasbro 6-inch Legends line pre-2014.
They haven't seen it for quite some time. So, traveling figure this stuff out. We kind of came up.
What's going on, Fig Expert? I'm freezing up there. Oh, it's him.
The Conqueror. So, we worked on the Aries wave, which is literally a lifetime ago. Back when I didn't have gray in my beard, but that was just a redeco of one of your reviews, Jesse. I think that was just a.
They're actually listening, man. We're getting a Kang.
You did back then.
So Action Figure Expert, what's up, man? I'm doing a live stream almost by mistake.
He's got all the articulation you would want.
I was sitting here getting ready for the show, and I've got this new software I hadn't even tried out yet, so I decided I'd try it. The first 10 minutes, I had no sound. It's crazy, so I'm just keeping it going. Just for practice, but man,
characters that you might not think of right away. But
is that soft? I thought it was soft goods at the time. Damn, that would have been tight if it was soft goods.
Baddie to your toy shelves if you missed the one from those years ago.
That's right. Kang was time traveling before it was.
They need to release a throne for Kang, man. Everybody uses that.
So the third character, I think this was
DC is a Chronos throne, but that thing's like $200.
Recorder Marvel Universe line, but it has not translated yet to 6-inch Legend scale until today.
Who's this?
We are looking at Eric Masterson, also known as Thunderstrike here. He has a very angry.
Oh, they're killing it today.
So upset.
Because he's a 90s character, and they either had leather jackets or they had anger issues. That's just what the comics were back then, right, Jesse? They were just, very perturbed people. I mean,
dude,
if you
they're
had to
killing
walk around carrying that big ass hammer all the time, you'd get tired of it too. So,
Oh, he's got those nasty biceps. Arms are so the ones that, when you turn to the side, they don't fit well with the shoulder. But I mean, I'll take it.
Got it.
He feels. He's saddened that he only has 4 chest orbs as
Thunderstrike. What was his name?
6, so he's a little bit disgruntled.
I forgot what his secret identity was. Was it Simonson?
So
I know that was a writer, but I thought he named
after
him.
And the fourth one, this one was yours, Dan.
What we got?
Yeah, so the last tease that we did and the last character in this wave is a character that has never had an action figure before.
Never had
any
an action figure?
Or any guesses, I should say? Ultron's ex-girlfriend, maybe? How about...
Yes!
Huh?
Yes!
There it is, yeah. So Dwight and Jesse, how does it feel to tackle, a character?
I love Joe Costa. And I had an argument with somebody last year
kind of like a little
saying that they need to do this figure, and they were like, oh, nobody's going to buy it. Dude.
Eagle-eyed.
Yes.
There's a file on Tony's desk. But, man, this is cool. It's very, very neat to see any new characters on here. And,
yes, that's what we need. We don't need 100 Spider-Man, 100 Wolverines, 100 Deadpools.
Yeah,
give us some new characters to flesh out. I love her, man.
As we go, but it's really cool at this point with a line that's been going for this many years to be able to add constant characters to your shelf because, that's just kind of been a
What's
big
the BAF going to be?
Line. So anytime we can do somebody new, that's a big win.
What's the BAF going to be?
True. So
are they going to update MODOK?
Character in this build-a-figure wave.
Yeah, here we go.
So without further ado,
here we go.
Let's reveal the build-a-figure.
Wait, is he green?
Dwight, I think this is the first Hulk that we did where he's actually fully clothed and not having ripped pants or anything like that, right?
Yeah, this guy's more stylish than the average Joe.
Is he green? I can't tell.
So this comes with, he's built on some Kingpin parts, so you can get an idea for what the scale of this figure will be when you get it in hand. His arms and legs are existing, but he has an all-new, more svelte torso.
Oh, man.
Nice tie, and
literally last week or the week before, I was looking at a Kingpin BAF.
This is also based off of the
see if I can make a Joe Fix-It
from Square. So
because
that's another,
the Joe
cool,
Fix-It Marvel Universe character is
out,
like $170. Yeah, buddy.
Yeah, so there it is. That's the Avengers Build-A-Figure wave. It's going to be you're going to be able to pre-order it today, starting around 5 o'clock. Again, fans, be patient. I know there are a lot of items out there that are trying to be pre-ordered at 5, so if it's not exactly at 5, just be patient and work with us here. It'll be available at all major retailers and especially at Hasbro Pulse.
Why did they make him green, though?
All right, moving ahead to something completely different, and quite frankly, I find it refreshing. It's something.
Please don't show these 3.75 figures
and retro toys. Of course, Jesse knows what I'm talking about. So we unveiled this new Marvel Legends retro line earlier this week. There was a GameSpot article, and then our friend Pixel Dan posted 2 really great YouTube videos. The first being an interview with Tony Colella, the designer on this, Steve Evans, our design director and Kenner expert, as well as myself, and then he posted a detailed unboxing. So definitely go check out that video for look at the figures up close and personal. But again, this is a new retro toy line that is inspired by some of the nostalgic beats that we all remember, and it's really asking fans kind of a hypothetical question, which is, what if Kenner had the Marvel toy license around 40 years ago? And Jesse, this is something that we've been working with you on for a couple of years to get off the ground, and we're so excited for it. What did you like most about this?
Oh, everything, honestly. Just just the color palette, the way the sculpts came out, the artwork on the packaging, everything was just really perfect at every stage. And the fact that we got to put the Kenner logo on here was a cherry on top of the ice cream sundae. It's a really cool line. We have big plans for this line. Very excited that we get to it. This was the week we got to it.
If they were doing 3.75, I wish it wasn't retro
in the world, and it's very, very exciting.
Because my kids would play with 3.75, but they prefer the modern look.
I've wanted to include something like this with the Marvel Legends simply because I'm such a big fan of 3 3/4. I mean, this is my Ernest Borgnine action figure, and gosh, he's so lonely. Look at him. He needs more friends. So thank you, Hasbro, for participating. Thank you, Pixel Dan. This is just really exciting, and
shout out to Pixel Dan.
Fans like this as much as we do.
And Laura, you and I were just chatting about this this week, but talking about the deco on this. Is it fun to kind of take a break from the normal Marvel Legends or the MCU Legends to do something kind of completely different form factor and probably a little different aesthetic as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think as a painter, any opportunity I have to kind of grunge something up and put a ton of paint on it's really fun, but it's also really fun to go the polar opposite and do something super graphic and bright and poppy and pull from kind of a more retro color palette. It also was such a passion project, I know, for so many people on the team. So
what
it was kind
thing
of
is that behind
put
Jesse?
My all into these for sure when it came to deco.
Looks like it's
you can
really
tell. I mean,
12 to 18 inches.
The color palette looks so great, and I apologize, Ryan, but I haven't seen these in hand yet. But everybody wear your mask, please. We'll pretty quickly. But I'm so excited too. And you really killed it on the colors. It's just something almost indescribable about what it feels like and what it could feel like. So thank you so much, Laura. You guys, everybody on the Hasbro team, just killed it on this line.
The figures look great, but I think half of the proposition there is actually the packaging too, because it's the product and the packaging. So the team, Ben and team, working with some illustrators to get these really character-forward illustrations, brand new, but in that old kind of familiar style. You can see them here. As we announced, these are going to be available starting this year on the Pulse before going wide in 2021. But we'll have a couple of 2-packs. There are 2 individually carded figures sold together. So first up here we have Iron Man and Cyclops. And then the next set will be Black Panther and Captain America with his signature shield there. And then the third pack we revealed is kind of a battle pack as opposed to a team up, but this is Spider-Man versus Electro. This is Tony's favorite set here.
Shout out to Tony.
The boxes are dope. I would buy them just for the boxes.
Tony, great in that video.
That picture of Cyclops
is
like one of my favorites.
These will come in a shipper box, as you see here. And we wanted to call out, our friend of Marvel Legends, John Tyler Christopher. He's a fantastic Marvel comic artist. He does Star Wars as well as Marvel comics, and he does a lot of great action figure themed alternate covers.
Oh snap! Marvel Comics Presents. I just realized what they're doing with that. Funny, I was cleaning out my closet a couple months ago, and I dropped a box of comics, and that's what fell out. That was the majority of their Marvel Comics Presents.
So go give John a follow if you are into Marvel Comics. And then we have one more reveal. It's a 4th 2-pack. This is going to be a special metallic deco version of Black Panther and Iron Man. These are going to come on really awesome foil blister cards. I don't know if you can catch it here, but here's what Iron Man looks like. Completely foil.
I keep moving because I know there's got to be one more. And before we go, or one last big thing. Come on, give us the big thing, Hasbro.
Foil Black Panther and Iron Man. All right, so that wraps up the Marvel Retro, those 4 2-packs available for pre-order starting around 5 p.m. later today. You know the drill for that. And moving along to something that was really cool for us to be a part of, we have Marvel 616. So this was a docuseries that
just logged out after you said that. They're like, I'm done.
Yeah, I think 2 or 3 people logged out way before that.
If they logged out, then guess what? They're not going to see the 2021 previews that we're going to close out. So
see, here we go.
They should come back.
Why they made us sit through all that for this?
So jumping into that, right?
All right.
We previously announced that we will have a Spider-Man wave with some of the animated movie characters from the 2018 Sony Into the Spider-Verse film. We previously did 1 2-pack that was kind of just a redeco, right, Dwight, of the movie. But
yeah,
that wasn't enough.
Well, yeah, you can see it right there. And it was great. We were able to, kind of capture the essence of those characters, but we did not do them 100% film accurate justice.
Wait, are they about to redo these 2 characters?
So we are going to correct that. The titles of this next section are inaccurate. This is going to be a 2021 wave, not 2020. So keep that in mind. But first up here, we have Miles Morales. All
that's
figure,
good.
Very, very cinematic.
They need to do that because
since we did
the other versions of him from
I guess final suit costume and exclusive before, we want to do something different. And one of the cool things about the Miles character was his different costumes that he had as he
did say wave, correct?
Formed from Miles Morales into Spider-Man. And this is kind of one of those in-betweener phases that we thought was really awesome. His jacket and his shorts. And he still got his spider costume on with his really
dope. That
doesn't legs.
Like, if I saw that and didn't know what it was, I wouldn't think it was a Marvel
So he's really slender, but he's pretty sturdy.
That's different. And I like the way the shorts are coming over his tights.
On his face. Once again, this is us trying something a little bit different on a animated movie process. But he's got tons of articulation. He moves really well. And he's an awesome little version of Miles for you guys to finally get a more screen-accurate version from Into the Spider-Verse for your toy shelves.
So there you have Miles. Again, this is the 2021 wave. But next up, we have Ghost Spider here with a much more accurate unmasked head.
Yeah, same learnings here. She's got her ballet slippers sculpted on this time instead of just painted. She's got a new chest and head up and with hood and hood pulled back. I actually think both are hood up and hood down.
A female figure with a fist.
Image. I didn't catch that before.
Sweet.
Sorry, that one's on me.
I might buy 10 of those just to get the fist. But they'll be all left fist.
Go ahead and you can have her with her.
I don't think I'm digging that neck, though.
She's got her eyebrow ring. Once again, more of the photo technology. And these 2 look really awesome this time around. I think you guys will be really pleased with them.
She will come with a special friend here.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah. Will Spider-Ham accessory figure. This is in scale to how he was in the show. He's in just kind of a fun little attitude pose because of his size. He doesn't have much articulation, but he does have a head on a ball, so you can kind of get him looking left and right and looking around a little bit. So a cool little accessory to go with her to give you one more character that looks like you remember from that amazing movie.
All right, next up, we're going to reveal the Build-A-Figure for this wave. It is not a movie Build-A-Figure. It is a comic Build-A-Figure that we teased in one of our live
streams. Wait, Build-A-Figure? They only announced 2 figures.
But as you can see very clearly who it is here, he's too big. He doesn't even fit on one slide. This is, of course, a comic-based Stilt-Man. How did this idea come about, and what are we actually looking at here?
Well, I think it came from the mad genius in the center of your screen there. Mr. Falcon wanted a Stilt-Man figure, so this is what we came up with. We got a nice little guy with his little legs, and he's got a briefcase which got some money in it, which is kind of fun. And this is great. If you just want to make a Stilt-Man figure, this guy's awesome. But we've already been talking about some big things this year. We talked about Stormbreaker, which is massive. We talked about the Sentinel, which is massive.
Yes.
So, the rule of threes, right, Jesse? You taught me that. Pop that up. We're like, let's see what kind of more massive we can do. So I built this just today, and Jesse hasn't seen it yet. So from his mad genius mind, that's
oh my God, that is amazing.
So here's a Dwight style scale. Awesome. About 5'9".
He's taller than you.
This is, pretty cool. His legs are quite wobbly, but I will say I had him standing in the corner of my office. He does need to lean, but he stood up for a good hour or so.
I feel like they
before
did
he just
this
really tired and took a nap.
for themselves.
But you can
this is more like a Zoom meeting.
As tall as your heart
and Legends
or
reveal.
pocketbook or physics.
Wait, they're going to be selling the stilt legs?
That sure looks like the biggest Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure of all time, if you were to ask me.
Right.
Are you serious? That was their hint when they hinted about the biggest Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure ever?
In order for people to go out and get multiple
trash.
leg extension pieces, they're going to have to go out and pick up this guy, right?
Whoa.
Yeah, we learning from
that should be an army builder figure.
If we're going to ask you or give you the opportunity to do something silly and build a massive figure, we didn't want you to buy 10 of the same figure and be stuck with all these just single figures. So we thought a troop builder was the perfect thing to put in this wave. The hand ninjas are constantly invading New York because they're a bunch of jerks, and it just made sense to throw him with the extended piece of the leg. So each hand ninja, along with a ninja sword,
well, that's smart
hands, and a couple of commas, comes with the leg segment of Stilt-Man. So have fun.
That is amazing.
That was a way to think about it.
There's a couple additional figures in this wave.
Although I still think the hand ninja should be a $16
three
figure.
Of them, so there might be another animated movie figure or two. Who knows? So stay tuned for more of that. But at least you know the Build-A-Figure for the first Spider-Man.
Why would they tell us to build a figure and not tell us the whole wave?
Let's move to something else here. This is something that Jesse and the team were very excited to tackle. We thought, what would a wave look like if it was all villains?
Yes.
Bad guys. Normally, a lot of our waves have one, maybe two villains in it, but this is an upcoming Build-A-Figure wave for 2021.
Yes.
So I got to put some trading card trivia in here. So the first one up here, he's an evil genius, a technological genius. Could be any number of characters. Well, get your quarters ready. That's right. It's classic X-Men villain here. We're going to do these reveals in a slightly different way because we actually don't really do physical paintmasters anymore and have photography from the packaging. So we're doing digital reveals here of the sculpt and the deco. And I think Laura can speak to more of that. So, Laura, what is the
buddy.
Digital?
Man, how long did it take to get an arcade?
Recently,
What?
We would make literally hand-painted, handcrafted prototypes of all of our figures.
No, don't start with all the talking again.
Switch to digital.
Just give us a figure.
So
don't get me wrong, I love you. You're designing our toys. We love it.
I've been painting
let's go.
prototypes for years, so it's more just a new tool to do kind of the same thing. We just want the deco to look awesome and to get it across on the prototype. So here's a look at our first digital prototype, I guess, that we're showing the world. This is Arcade. I think this format's really cool, too, because Arcade obviously there's a lot of white on him, but showing the deco sheet, you can really see there's actually a lot of colors on him, a lot of small details. And the digital deco really allows you to zoom in and see some of those details up close.
Note his staff is not to scale in that image.
Good call.
Yes.
But he does have those shoes.
Yes, but his platform shoes are to scale.
So that is the first look at the character from the Villains Wave. We have one more. He is normally 6'1", but he can grow to any size through magic. He is the arch nemesis of Doctor Strange, of course. We have Dormammu here. I skipped over my cards. So this is a classic Dormammu, and let's take a closer look at the sculpt here. A lot of new pieces. for this kind of more normal size Dormammu. We previously did a Build-A-Figure, slightly larger one. And
I mean, I like it, but why do we want a normal size Dormammu if we have the Build-A-Figure one? Oh, he looks good. Whoa.
Was, we always hear it. That,
shut my stinking mouth.
We put a lot of love into the theatrical. And that because every movie has these awesome costumes and characters to translate. But, we wanted to show that we do still love the classic stuff. And Dormammu here is 100% new. It's a great new body that, it was really fun to tackle because it's such a weird kind of goofy design with that ridiculous shoulder pads. And then his crown and the fire head.
That head, though, keep it translucent.
And Laura, as always,
translucent and shiny, just like that. That
crazy
is
translucent pieces
into
reality.
Oh, those fire
So
effects to go around his
two
forearms.
figures from an
I need
upcoming
2 of those.
2021 All Bad Guys waves. What other villains do you think will be included? Let us know in the comments. But that's not all we have for bad guys in 2021. Dan's going to take us through arguably the biggest bad guy.
Yeah, that's right.
It does look way better in the back.
I tried to give you guys a hint this morning on Twitter with my Jim Starlin pick. Thank you, Jim, for letting me take a picture with you.
Are we getting him?
I have the
Mephisto or a death figure?
Probably shows.
Please, Mephisto, please.
2021 is going to be the 30th anniversary of the Infinity Gauntlet comics part. And for those of you who don't know, the MCU is really inspired a lot by this comic art itself. So we were just talking about villains before, and we can't talk about, a villain without Thanos, right? So here's our first look at that single deluxe figure of a classic Thanos that is inspired by the Infinity Gauntlet comic art. Dwight, I see a lot on this deco sheet. Can you tell us sort of the differences between this figure and the previous Thanos figures that we've released?
This guy's
I don't know how I feel about
the
that.
same scale.
I like the head
as our
sculpt,
previous,
but I mean,
Thanos, so that there is
that looks a lot like the Walmart exclusive
consistency
one
from one to the next. But the classic one here, where the other version was a modern take, this is classic, inspired by that story you've been talking about. He's also 100% new. He's got alternate hands, so he's got a hand for the snap, as well as a standard one.
Yeah, I have the select kind of actually right behind me. I haven't opened it yet. So
smirking grimace kind of face.
I got it for
the attitude to him.
The Lady Death.
I just want to be clear.
But I mean, it's the classic version, but it's
Build-A-Figure, but this is
95% the same as the Walmart one.
Be something totally different.
As far as the costume
this
goes,
is a standalone, awesome deluxe.
Don't show me a cover with
Thanos,
Mephisto on there and Lady Death, and then give me Thanos.
Speaking of Thanos, in 2021, we were really inspired by this comic arc, Thanos Wins. If you guys remembered, in spring of this year, we released Cosmic Ghost Rider as a legendary writer. And we were so inspired by this comic arc that we are going to release another 2021 figure from this comic story. Dwight, you want to do the honors with this one?
Yeah,
here he is.
Yeah, this is the Fallen. This is a Silver Surfer from the future, the way out future.
Why is he from the future? Because you gave him
that trade. Thanos Wins. It is a really
a hand effect piece
read,
and
but at some point you'll find out why Surfer here is holding Mjolnir, and he's kind of a dark, kind of a obsidian look. I don't know. It's fun to take these other.
Did the other Walgreens Silver Surfer have the butterfly joints on it?
I didn't know about working with Jesse. He always gives us a sneak peek at these stories and the publishing arcs of the upcoming year. So with his aid, we're able to figure out some cool new curveballs that we might not know about early on for development.
Yeah, and I personally love this comic arc too, so I'm really excited about this character. I know a lot of Cosmic and Marvel Legend fans have been complaining to me when more Cosmic characters coming out, but He Silver Surfer will be available in Walmart or Walgreens in the U.S. and EB Games in Canada in 2021.
Will it though?
But
will we be able to find it at Walgreens?
One of my favorite groups in the Marvel Universe. You want to take it?
That's right. So this is something we talked about a couple of months ago as well. The House of X Powers of 10 theme for the X-Men in 2021. Here's a look at some of the covers for that. So yes, we will have a completely dedicated wave to this, similar to the Age of Apocalypse earlier this year. and we're going to reveal 3 figures from this.
It better be
wave,
Magneto.
Today, the first up is the character probably most important to the plot. It's a first ever Marvel Legends figure for her. Dwight, take it away.
Yeah, we got Moira here. And that's amazing, Ryan. We have this whole wave of X figures that is
sweet.
Around the time of the Sentinels launch.
Why didn't they give her the pinless joints?
Mind blown.
Maybe because it's a prototype, I hope. Because she looks like a puppet.
So the first one, the arc pivoted around Moira and her multiple lives. So first time ever in the Legends line, and this is one of her lives, and she will come with some extra parts to be a different version as well, because why not? If she's got that many lives and she's been missing from your shelves for all these years, let's give you some extra fun things coming real soon. So more reveals on her shortly.
Is that a soft goods sweater?
Next up, we have
new version. You want to tell him? Go for it.
We're just gonna go with this guy here. So he's up and out of the hover chair. He is Professor X, up to no good with that little smirk underneath the helmet. Interesting deco scheme here, if you could call it that, Laura. Was this one of your most favorite or least favorites to work on?
It's a time saver for sure. He was a quick one, but he's awesome. I do have to give a special shout out to another artist who helped me a lot on these figures specifically, and just
that would be a good figure to make a spot figure out. I was actually thinking the other day about who could I use to make a spot, but he'd be perfect.
X, and then the third one,
yes,
a very interesting looking all white Magneto, our first white version of costume from Magneto here.
I need that one now.
Yeah, there was a good version of this costume. I don't remember, maybe 5 years ago in the books, but them revisiting this look for the House of X was really cool. I mean, it's a really striking look for the character and very different than the traditional reds and purples that you know and expect. So with some new pieces, some new forearms, belts, and a helmeted head, we're able to do this really cool new white and silver look. So it's, very different than what you might be expecting for this character, but I think that'll just make it pop even more on your shelves when you get him home.
That's right. And so that is probably about half the wave, maybe 3 or 4 more characters plus a Build-A-Figure that will tie in well with your Sentinel if you went out and got one. So that takes us to the end of the 2021 sneak previews, but we want to leave you with one extra bonus nugget because we're huge fans of X-Men.
A Build-A-Figure that ties in with the Sentinel.
Earlier this year, we continued the 6-inch retro line with some variants. You see here we did the gray Beast and the black 90s costume Storm. These were on that iconic orange card, and we went back and it's like we said, we need more. Before 2020 is up, we got to add a couple more. So the first up here is going to be a character near and dear to my heart. You guys know this about me. Gambit was one of my favorite Toy Biz toys growing up, and we have a new revamped version with some great deco updates as well as a fantastic card here. What's new about this, Dwight, for those eagle-eyed fans?
Gambit's got a few updates from the last time you've seen one. He's got a new head sculpt with the new hair, because I know some of you guys
like the
last version of him had a little too much gel in his hair and it was a little too spiky for liking. So we had a spikety guy here from a few years ago, and now he's got a more casual, laid back, like, hey bro, look at my fluffy hair, isn't it handsome? So a couple different variations for Gambit there. He also will come with his power.
Why do the effects in that picture not look translucent?
Logos,
but in the box they do.
Hearts and diamonds
should have been
on them,
a little bit more pink,
kind of new and fresh.
Maybe hopefully it's not
I think your favorite part, Ryan, is he's got double hands now. We got double C grips.
So stuff's supposed to go up for pre-order at
fighting bow staff with both hands, or
5. And you cut this short. Come on,
depending on what you want to do with them.
That's right, Dwight. We'll workshop your Cajun accent after this. But yeah, I mean, I've had these in my background display for a while, so you can display your original Toy Biz Gambit next to your brand new Gambit. I love these guys. Keeping them in the display forever.
All right, come
we were thinking
give us one more thing
to pair with Gambit. We had a lot of great ideas. We could do a third version of Storm. We could do Cannonball with legs.
Kitty Pryde.
Was a really popular one, but I think one rose to the top.
Kitty Pryde.
Ever so slightly. It was one that we teased.
Kitty Pryde
had showed the little yellow glove hand holding another glove.
Kitty
I
Pryde.
think you guys know who this is going to be. You willed it into existence.
Shadowcat.
There. We heard you.
Rogue.
Rogue. For those who missed out on the 90s Rogue from the Juggernaut wave in 2016, here you get a new version of Rogue on that classic card with a slightly different deco scheme and also.
I don't know about that face though. Oh, that's better.
Cheerio. She's got some fabulous new hair that is absolutely stunning and massive. That was my problem. I hope I nailed it. She's got a giant poofy hair. She has the alternate hand and cuff that you can pull off so she can be ready to reach out and touch someone, and suck up their power. So everything you'd expect and want for Rogue. I think, you guys have been wanting this one for a long time. I think the aftermarket value of her from the Juggernaut wave is through the roof. So all of you who missed her the first time out, well, first off, shame on you. And secondly, now you get a chance to add her to your shelves in that proper costume. One of her more iconic costumes, I would think.
That's right. You're welcome, fans. We've heard you guys loud and clear over the years. And,
maybe you'll hear us now not to ever talk for 40 minutes in a live stream again.
Here with the classic Toy Biz version, she's going to uppercut punch some bad guys for sure. So
they should have done Shadowcat or
these will be
Calypso.
Available. The pre-order is not today. In the U.S., they will be available exclusively at Target. In Canada, at Toys R Us, they will be coming out later this year. They will definitely be in stores. Everyone just take a deep breath. No need to rush out today. It'll all be fine, we promise. It'll be in stores later. Target is doing a retro Marvel program later this year, so these two great retro-themed items are going to be a part of that in stores. So definitely stay tuned for more details.
Good, so we don't have to fight
and
for
a
them.
Special shout-out to David Nakayama, also a friend of Legends. He's done some great X-Men work in the comics. He's also helped us out on a lot of Legends products as well. He did the artwork for the most recent Strong Guy Deadpool wave, and he's also helping us out with some of these retro carded illustrations, including Gambit and Rogue here. His X-Men 90s work is fantastic, so go give him a follow as well. And if we have time, do we want to go to just a few comments before we close out here?
All right, so not bad. I'd say this was 50-50.
Jesse and Dwight are doppelgangers. Did you guys coordinate your bearded look?
Yes. Actually, we're alternate universes. His goes gray on the sides, where mine goes gray in the center. So, it's a little different.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't do a Shadowcat, man.
Coordinated the clean shape.
When I saw the yellow glove, everyone said Rogue. I thought it was going to be Kitty Pryde. But I guess that makes sense. Kitty didn't take her gloves off.
Good one, Laura.
The day you show up at the office with bangs, I'm going to lose my mind, Ryan.
Oh, look, he's got the storm set in the back with the whack Thunderbird that I'm still waiting on.
I love the Falcon. Thank you. Well, we love the Falcon, too. That modern take
You're
on
welcome.
him. He's going to be
Oh, man. That middle part was so bad, I forgot about the Falcon.
Oh, there we go. They could have been talking. They were probably not talking about me. That makes more sense. Much more sense. And then the last one is my Deadpool head is standing at attention. I don't even know how that's possible. He doesn't have a body. That comment makes no sense. All right, so we love the comments. Keep them coming. On behalf of the Marvel Legends team and Jesse, we want to thank you guys for joining us. Unless anyone has anything else they wanted to add today.
Everybody knows.
Everybody out there.
Time out.
Go for it.
Time out. Everybody knows that in a Legends panel, we never just say goodbye without a tease or a surprise. So surprise, ladies and gentlemen, I had to rap battle Dwight and Ryan for this character. She was number 1 on that Foosh top 10 list in 2019. Angelica Jones, where are you at? Techmaster, show the slide, please.
Yes.
There she is, ladies and gentlemen. Firestar.
Yes.
If you don't know, in 2021, it's going to be the 40th anniversary of Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
About
that
damn
Iceman,
time.
Spider-Man, and Firestar. So there you have it. Not only do you have Rogue, but now you have Firestar. So thanks, guys. I had to really fight Ryan and Dwight on this one, but they let me get this. So appreciate it.
We've got her right here, too. Dan, I'll send this
Whoa.
right out to you so you can add her to your collection.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Are you trying to give her a high five?
Oh, I didn't get a look at the face sculpt.
That's the trick I watched from other panels, so it focuses. See, I pay attention here. All right, so yes, thank you guys for joining us. That is a wrap on Marvel at PulseCon. We'll see you soon and talk to you later. Thanks, everyone.
All right, guys, don't ever do that again.
Thanks, everybody. Great scene.
Thanks, everyone.
No 40 minutes of talking about foolishness.
A few words